up, everyone? We're here in the Jurassic room, and welcome to yet another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week, where all of you, the fans, get to pick what is showcased in each week's episode. And like always, I got a lot of awesome suggestions, including some Jurassic World Rebirth toy suggestions, and some of the new Hammond collection, so that will make this video a little more interesting. But as always, I picked 10 of my favorite suggestions, so let's go ahead and check out which ones made this week's list. Okay, to kick off this week's episode, we've got a suggestion from Jacob D for a Jurassic World Rebirth T-Rex. So why not? I chose the super colossal T-Rex, and this thing is so huge I can barely fit it into my camera, but I am really digging this new super colossal Rex. I've always loved the sizes of these super colossal dinos, but I think this Rex is even better. Look at that beautiful sculpt work, the beautiful paint job. I am just absolutely adoring the way that this T-Rex looks compared to the other super colossal T-Rexes. This is by far the best super colossal T-Rex that has been released to date, so I'm very happy to have it here in my collection with me. But again, looking at that figure, you guys can see how beautiful this thing is, and of course how massive it is. So I think this was the perfect figure to kick off this week's episode with. Alright, now we have a vintage suggestion right here from Stavarn, and this is the Jurassic Park Series 1 Dilophosaurus with Dino Strike Venom Spray, or Spitter as Stavarn like to call it, or a lot of people like to call it. But this is an iconic and classic original Jurassic Park toy. We've got this cool little Dilophosaurus here with a squishy body that's able to soak up water, and then as you squeeze its stomach, it is able to spit the water back like Venom from the movie, which is super cool. Now when we look at the back of the box, you can see a little bit of that instructions. Squeeze and release his side while his head is underwater to fill him. Squeeze his sides to spray venom. Hence the name Spitter, which is really cool. But again, this is just a classic figure from the original Jurassic Park line, and probably one that me and so many other collectors had so many fun hours as kids playing with while we were growing up. But again, I love these vintage toys. All of you know that I have a soft spot for Kenner, so I'm always happy to showcase them on these episodes. Now, this next suggestion we have right here is from Selim for the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, but the junior version, which is really cute. As all of you can see, this one's got a nice little sculpt on it and a pretty good little paint job, and it even comes with his little muzzle and his brace for his leg, just like he had in the Lost World Jurassic Park, which is really sweet. Now, when we look at the side of the box, we get a little bit of a better look at Junior right there, and then on the backs, we get a real good look at the infant T-Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park, which is sweet. Again, you can see him here with his little leg cast on and his muzzle like when he broke his leg in the movie, which is pretty cool. But again, this is a nice looking little figure. I'm pretty big fan of the sculpt. I think it looks pretty good. It's not absolutely perfect, but it is pretty awesome. It definitely looks better than the baby Stegosaurus that came along with it. But again, this is Hammond collection, so it's gonna look nice. It's gonna have a good sculpt, a pretty good paint job, and great articulation, and luckily this one has all of that and makes it a pretty awesome figure. Now we've got another Jurassic World Rebirth suggestion from Franklin, and this is the Lab Lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex, and this is an incredible new figure, guys. It's not as big as some of the other T-Rex toys that we have gotten, but the sculpt is amazing. One of the best sculpts that we've ever gotten out of a Mattel T-Rex, and the colorway on it just looks really sweet. I love the colors and design that they're giving to the T-Rex in this new movie, so it makes me super excited. Now when we look at the back of the box, we get a better look at our Lab Lockdown T-Rex and its massive chomp. So why don't we go ahead and check out that feature. We got a button on the back here. It gives big chomping capabilities right there, as all of you can see. No sound effects or anything, but it's not really necessary. This one is cool enough just with its massive chomp. But again, this is a super nice new figure and one of the best sculpts we've ever gotten for a T-Rex, so I'm very happy that it made it onto this week's episode. Now we've got a suggestion here from Roxana for the Jurassic World Primal Attack Soundstrike Majungasaurus, and this is a wild looking figure here, as all of you can see. It's got a crazy cool sculpt and some very wacky colors with the combination of the yellow, green, and blue, which really make this thing look vibrant. Now when we look at the back of the box, we get a better look at our Majungasaurus, its thrashing action, and its head strike. So we'll go ahead and check those features out. I'm not sure if the sound effects are going to still work because this is an older toy, but we'll see. Nope, no sound effects, but we can get all of that head striking and thrashing action going on, as all of you can see, which is cool. And something I like about this figure is that it is very unique, because we've gotten some more Majungasaurus toys since that are a little bit more canon to the franchise, and they look vastly different from this figure. So it really makes this one unique and stand out, and makes it one that I'm very happy to have in my collection. And now we've got another Jurassic World Rebirth suggestion, this time from Peter Chavez, and this is the Jurassic World Rebirth Titanosaurus, one of the biggest toys that we get from Mattel. As you guys can see, this is 150 centimeters or 59 inches long, absolutely massive sauropod toy. It's so big that it's hard for me to get the whole box on the screen, but as you guys can see, we've got this beautiful silhouette artwork of two Titanosauruses in the jungle, which is looking really, really cool. And again, this thing is so big that you have to assemble the toy when you open it out of the box, so there's not so much that I can showcase about it without opening it. But again, this is an awesome figure and one that is going to scale up really nicely with all of the other Jurassic World Mattel sauropods that we've got. So I'm super excited to have picked this one up recently and to have it in my collection. Alright, next up, we have a suggestion from Sonic Squad for one of the new Hammond collection figures, and that is the Stiggy Moloch. And yes, I do have a loose example in the video today, not a new in-box one like I normally do. I did only have one of these that I found so far, and I opened it for a video a few weeks back, and I haven't found one new in the box again since. I will go ahead and pick one up when I find it, but we're going to look at the loose example today. This is a beautifully sculpted Hammond collection figure, very, very accurate to how it looked in the movies. And of course, we've got a great paint job as well. We've got our glass eyes. I mean, look at that paint job even through the skull, making it look really, really cool. But again, this is probably the most accurate of the couple new Hammond collections that we got, talking about the small versions between this one, the Tiger Raptor, and the Troodon. So it is a super nice figure and one that I'm very glad got released into the Hammond collection, and I'm happy to have it here in my collection now and able to showcase it for all of you. And now, once again, more new Hammond collection, this time suggested by JC, and this is the Jurassic World Hammond collection Troodon, which is super sweet, and yes, I do have this one in the box for us to take a look at. It's got a really weird render on the front of the box that's like a JP3 Raptor reworked into a Troodon. Very, very awkward, but outside of that, the actual figure is sweet, as all of you can see. It has a cool sculpt, very cool coloration, and of course top-notch articulation like the Hammond collection's known for. Then on the side of the box we get another funny look at that JP3 Raptor render turned into a Troodon, and then on the back we actually get a good look at our Troodon, some of its different poses it has, and of course its glass eye, which has been featured in almost all of the new Hammond collection toys these days, which is very sweet. But again, this is such a unique species and one that I'm pretty glad that they brought to the Hammond collection, just because it is a little bit of a lesser known one from the franchise, but it did get pretty popular after Jurassic Park the game from Telltale Games. So I am glad that this got a Hammond collection version, because it is a pretty sweet figure. And now even more Jurassic World Rebirth, this time suggested by General Burt, and this is the Strike Attack Inostrancevia. I may have said that wrong, but oh well, I don't quite know. This is such a sweet species and my favorite of all the new strike attacks that we've gotten from Jurassic World Rebirth. I love these big old teeth. I love the sculpt, and the coloration isn't half bad as well, so I'm very happy about that. Now looking at the back of the box, we get another good look at our figure here and its massive chomp. So let's go ahead and check out that feature. So you push down on that tail, get those jaws chomping. I love the way those giant teeth fit together. It's almost like this thing's a mix of a dinosaur and a saber-toothed tiger, which is really, really cool. But again, look at that chomp. Those teeth are sweet the way that they fit together. And again, this is just a great figure and another unique species by Mattel. I've been very happy with this whole Jurassic World Rebirth toy line so far, and this fun figure right here is no exception to that. And now the final suggestion we have for this week's episode is also Jurassic World Rebirth, suggested by Sean, is the Aerial Ambush Quetzalcoatlus, and this is another one of the best figures that has come out of the Jurassic World Rebirth toy line. It is just so awesome. The sculpt is great. The figure is huge, so putting it in scale with the human figures that we get from the Mattel line is really, really awesome. Now when we look at the back of the box, we get a better look at our Quetzalcoatlus, how its wings expand, and its roar and chomp. So let's go ahead and at least check out that roar and chomp. I love those sound effects, guys. And then you can fold up the wings as well, because you can see they're kind of a fabric here, and they fold up so that you can put this Quetzalcoatlus in a standing pose as well, which is really, really unique. I love that feature about it. But again, this is another absolutely fantastic figure from the Jurassic World Rebirth toy line, and one that's perfect to finish up this week's episode with. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dinosaurs of the Week. If you did not get featured in this week's episode and would like a chance to be featured in next week's episode, then make sure you let me know down in the comments below. Want to see more awesome Jurassic content? Then hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. Also, check me out on Instagram and join my Discord server for so much more Jurassic fun. The links to everything will be in the description below. Check out more awesome Jurassic videos here.